questions?
Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker.
No? Let's see. Yes, sir.
Madam Speaker, thank you. Yesterday, Kevin McCarthy told us he essentially feels that you are holding House Democrats hostage from speaking out about the border crisis because of the way you whip on the House floor. How would you respond to that, and do you believe the border is secure?
Well, I believe that we have to have a secure border, and I think that we are trying to address, the president has a plan to address that. Securing our border is part of our security, to protect and defend our country. Let there be no doubt. I don't respond to those kind of questions. I mean, with all due respect, I'll respect to your question at the end, but not to his comments, because I don't even know what he's talking about. And I don't know if he does. But the fact is that we have a responsibility to secure our border. We also have a responsibility to recognize the importance of newcomers to our nation. Right now, the best thing that we can do for our economy is to have comprehensive immigration reform. We have a shortage of workers in our country, and you see even in Florida, some of the farmers and the growers saying, why are you shipping these immigrants up north? We need them to pick the crops down here. But that doesn't mean that we don't recognize our moral responsibility as well. When the president, the former, occasional occupant of the White House who preceded President Biden, when he had the ban on Muslims, everybody came forward. Our military, our diplomats, our faith community. And one part of the faith community, the evangelical community of America, they came forward and said, the Refugee Resettlement Program of the United States is the highlight of our humanitarianism in our country. It is. We have a responsibility to accept some of these people, but we have to know that they qualify for that. And what the administration is doing is increasing how we make sure that people come into our country in a timely fashion, are either here to stay or not. But protecting the border is our responsibility. We all know that, and that is something that we will work on. And again, my suggestion has always been to have the adjudication of some of this at the Guatemalan border before people pay coyotes billions of dollars to risk their lives coming across Mexico and maybe turned away at the border. But to remember three things. One, we must secure our border. Two, we have a moral responsibility to accept refugees. And three, our nation is great because we are a nation of immigrants. But don't take it from me. Listen to Ronald Reagan. When I quote Ronald Reagan to my Republican colleagues, he doesn't get any applause. Can you imagine that? Not even Ronald Reagan, who has really said America is preeminent in the world because we have a constant flow of newcomers to our country. And when we close the door, we will be diminishing our preeminence in the world. Don't take it from me. Go to Google, look up President Reagan's last speech as President of the United States. This is the last speech I will make as President of the United States, and I want to communicate a message to a country that I love.